Organized Sound Podcast. Welcome back. I'm your host, Hib Balde, and I have a very special guest today. Shey Rose is joining us. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much for coming. So there's a lot to go through because you're kind of a newer artist, but I feel like you've done a lot of groundwork coming up to this point, and you've got a lot planned for the future. So I want to start off with just how your interest in music started and how you started getting involved in like R&B.
So I've been singing since a baby. I like to say since I came out my mom's womb. But I've been singing since a little baby, and then once I started getting older, I would join little church choirs or school choirs. My mom would put me in, and I never really had any vocal training. I guess joining the choirs was kind of a sense of vocal training, but in those choirs, I always just felt like, I don't know, a standout. Like I can kind of do a solo
let me get the
thing.
solo. Yeah,
okay. Exactly. And then I got into high school, did the high school choir, and in college, I just started recording, and now we're here.
Okay, I want to get into that because I think recording in college is a really good idea, like starting as early as you can, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how did you like find the studio and figure out like how you could put a session together, like get an engineer, stuff like that?
So I really started taking it seriously in college, but I did start in high school. Mm-hmm. I had been singing, and I actually had an interview on a radio station. And someone actually reached out to me through that interview. His name is Owen Flynn. He's a producer out in Connecticut. So when I was in high school, I would record with him. I made songs, released them, but that was more like younger Shey, didn't know what she was doing,
right,
but kind of testing out the waters. And then when I got to college, that's when I kind of found my own niche and my own group of people that I work with now that have the same sound as me and that see my vision and know what I want to do. And it's a more grown up, more older sound. So I like the sound that I created in college, and I feel like I found that now. But in high school, it was more just like practice, getting ready for the real thing.
Developing yourself as an artist. That's super important and something people kind of like try and skip over now. So we're talking about college. You went to Umass Amherst. You told me you decided to study music business, and obviously you kind of knew early on that you were interested in that, but how was the college experience in the program over there?
I really enjoyed it in terms of networking. I was also able to do a domestic exchange, which means I was able to take credits in a different university. So I went to the University of Memphis, and when I went there, I feel like that's when my music career kind of really kicked off because they have a really good music business program out there. So they taught me how to distribute my own music. They taught me about publishing, copyrights, the management behind everything. So I feel like when I was in Memphis, that's when it really...
Wow, so how long was that journey? Was that a semester or
It was
a full
2
year?
semesters.
Okay.
I was there for 2 semesters. So then once I kind of learned everything out in Memphis, I applied it back when I came to finish out my year at Umass. Because Umass doesn't really have music business as a major. I had to create that on my own.
Okay.
So I had
through the like BDIC?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I had to pull my own classes. So I feel like I learned a little bit more in Memphis than I did at Umass, but Umass was really good for networking as well and just coming back home and, building myself as an artist. And now I'm going to spread my wings.
All right. Yes, now's the time. I want to talk about YouTube, which is something else did you start that in college?
I started that in high school, actually. I think it was my freshman year in high school. I posted a video on Facebook of me singing Adele's Someone Like You. And someone else from Springfield, he's a DJ Hayes, he and DJ Josh actually reposted that video, and it kind of went viral, like around Springfield a little bit.
Okay.
And then, so I kind of got known a little bit off Facebook of like, oh, Shey could sing. And then just after that, I don't know, it just kind of took off from there. And then like I would start posting like singing videos, but then I would do also vlogs or like makeup tutorials.
It's like half and half.
Yeah, because I don't know, I'm a creative person and I love YouTube. Like, aside from me creating videos, like, I watch a lot of YouTube videos.
Oh, really?
Just random stuff like ASMR videos, cooking videos.
Like funny stuff.
Yeah, just like random stuff. Yeah.
Cool stuff.
So,
do you like any of like the big YouTubers like Jake Paul or like Tana Mongo?
I watch them. I like Shane Dawson.
Okay.
I like
I
Jeffree
like
Star. Like, you know, just makeup gurus and stuff.
Did you watch the Shane Dawson Jeffree Star?
Yes. Oh my God. A preview last night just came out of a new series with Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson. I'm so excited.
Really? Yeah, I think they have a lot of chemistry. Something about them. They just vibe really well. No, I cannot forget when they go into Jeffree's closet and he's got all the bags.
Yes.
And he's like,
rich.
This bag is like $98,000.
Yes.
And it's like, this bag is an investment because I can just hold on to this and it'll go to 110. And I was like, whoa.
Yeah. But I like watching videos like that because it just gives you motivation to be in that predicament and give yourself
look into
that
other
lifestyle.
People's lives. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Because, so I definitely checked out your YouTube channel and I was like, whoa. Like, you went to Memphis, like you went to Umass, and I think you gave it a very personal touch. Like, you talked about your struggles there, and like, I remember you were saying, like, at the beginning, you felt like it was kind of weird going from Springfield to going to this big, like, state university and stuff. You want to talk about that kind of early UMass experience?
Yeah, I went to Putnam for high school, so I did the cosmetology program, got certified, got my license, and my mom pushed me to go to college because, the cosmetology license was a good backup idea, but she really believes in education and traveling and just...
My parents too.
Yeah, getting that higher education. So she said, you need to go to school or you're done, you need to leave or something. I was like, okay, I'm going to go to school. And but I committed to UMass, and my first semester, it was kind of tough just to transition because Springfield is inner city, we're minorities. So it was more of a culture shock when I got to UMass because it's like 80-90% white, and like all my friends and who I was surrounded with, they're all minorities, we're all multicultural, so it was a big shift. But I don't know, once I started joining organizations, RSOs, and just being more involved on campus and just meeting new friends, it wasn't as bad. But freshman year was a good year, and then once you get older, it's like you don't really want to party no more. It's like now you just want to focus on your career and do things that will benefit you in the future.
Exactly. Set yourself up for success.
Yes.
I want to talk about this music video that you have coming. So, Awhile. This is off your EP.
Yes.
And the EP is called In Check. Check that out.
Yes. All platforms.
All platforms. So you're going to make a music video for Awhile. Now, is this your first music video?
Yes, this is my first music video. I had recorded a music video for another artist that I know. He's in the Worcester area. But that's not out yet. So, like, I've been in music videos where, like, I've been, like, an extra. But I've never starred in my own music video. So I'm excited to finally release something of my own visually because I've released music, but I haven't released music videos. So this was a good step into figuring out my creative direction, my brand, and what I want to do with it.
Yeah. So you connected with Colin Pagnoni for this.
Yes.
He shot that video.
Yes.
This is a buddy of mine. Tell me about what we can expect from this video.
Well, shout out to Colin. He's very talented.
For sure.
But what you can expect from the music video is something that you don't expect. I kind of wanted to tell a story within the song. So I really want audiences to kind of listen to the beginning and the end and kind of make sense of it. Because I kind of have a skit at the beginning and in the end so that it can all tie together so it makes sense. But kind of what I want people to get out of it is in my life right now, I'm kind of struggling between relationships and my career and balancing both and figuring out what's a priority or if I can have both. And I feel like right now I do want to just mainly focus on my career. And eventually, you know, the relationship stuff will come after. But I just feel like in this generation, everyone is so fixated on being in love and having a boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever.
And then all the picturesque stuff that goes along with that.
But then it's like you're missing out on your youth and building your career. And then you get so fixated on this one person. It's like, I can love you, but I can love my career first.
Got you.
Yeah.
I think that's a good place to be in.
Yeah.
I'm a little older than you, so I just see how everything plays out. Like, I think career is a good place to be really rooted in. You know, you talked about like living alone, like currently, and how weird that is, but I think you kind of get to know yourself in those moments.
Yes.
And a lot of people, they're so like wrapped up in their relationship, they kind of lose this sense of self.
Yes.
So, yeah, I think you're on the right track. And so I'm going to definitely be putting a snippet to the Awhile video in this video.
Together. Cheers.
By now, I don't know what to say, but I can't find the words to explain how I feel when it comes to your face. When you show me the way, when you put me on game. If I put my guard down, what do you say?
I'm also going to link the song when it comes out down below. So check out for that. Awhile, Shey Rose. That's coming out. When do we have an announcement date for when that is coming out?
I don't have an announcement date yet. The video is done.
It's done.
It's ready
in the
to
books.
go. It's just I want to wait till I move out to LA until I release it because my world right now is on a million.
Yeah.
So I want to kind of settle in LA, you know, get some connections going so that I can release it at a good time in front of the right eyes.
Okay. So that is news. You are moving to LA.
Yes.
This is official.
Yes.
You're packed up.
I'm packed
Your
up.
stuff is on
My
the way
car was just shipped yesterday. It's on the way there. Yes.
Okay. So how did you kind of come to that decision? I saw on your Instagram that you were kind of saying, oh, maybe I want to go to New York. Maybe I want to go to Memphis. Maybe I want to go to LA.
Yes.
What made you fall in love with LA?
I've been struggling on where I've wanted to settle. Like a lot of people told me to go to Atlanta, and I really was struggling mostly between LA and Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
And I visited Atlanta like 2 years ago. It was cool, but the main focus was for music out there. Like it's not really near any beaches. It's not hot all year round. Like it still kind of gets really cold in the winter.
It's in the East Coast.
Yeah, exactly. So I visited LA for the first time like 2 weeks ago. And ever since I was younger, I always wanted to go to college in LA. I wanted to go to UCLA or USC for music business. And then I saw the tuition and I was all set. I said I will stay at Umass with my scholarships. And yeah. But I knew eventually I was going to end up in LA somehow. But I really wanted to take a trip out there just to kind of test everything out. And I already knew I was going to love it, and I loved it. And 4 days was not enough. And now I'm there permanently. I found a place. It was hard to find a place.
Yeah, what are the tips for somebody, just in general, because you've done a lot of traveling, lived in a lot of places. What are the tips for somebody that's looking to, like, relocate?
I would definitely save up money first.
Oh, yeah.
And then I feel like I would focus more on finding a place to stay, downloading apps, going on Facebook, doing something just to find a place to stay. And then I worried about the job afterwards. Everybody's like, where are you going to work? Where are you going to work? I'm like, I've already busted my ass and saved enough money where I can kind of live off that for a little bit and focus on my music and really, like, taking this somewhere. So yeah, I mean, it could be different for different people, different situations. Some people think, oh my God, I want to find a job first and then a place. But in the LA situation, it's much harder to find a place than the job. So that's what I focused on.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm excited for you. I think that's going to be just like culture shift and a really new experience and something where, you know, there's a lot of opportunity in specifically what you're trying to do. So that is just the place to be.
Yeah.
Talk about some of your early performances, like the stage type stuff. Because I went out to see you at Wow Art Gallery. And I thought you had a really good stage presence because some R&B people, they want to just kind of like stay in the same spot, sit in the chair. But you were kind of going back and forth, working the crowd and stuff like that. So how did you kind of develop that stage presence?
Probably when I was started in the chorus and just being already in front of audiences ever since I was younger. I just kind of got used to it. I also played sports in high school, so I was always in a position of, I guess, entertainment and just giving a show for people.
Yeah. What was your favorite sport in high school?
I would say softball. I played soccer, softball, and I cheerleaded. But softball, I love softball. That was my favorite.
Nice.
Yeah. So, I mean, it gave me good stamina, too, for stage presence, you know, so I won't die on stage. But it started since I was younger, I feel like.
And so what were some of your first, like, performances? Do you remember?
I feel like my first big performance was when I sang the national anthem at the Mass Mutual Center.
Oh, nice.
For the Springfield Armor basketball team.
Yep.
I was in high school. There's a video on it on YouTube. And, like, on Mass Live, there's a whole article with my face on it. I was like, oh.
Wow. Total moment.
Yeah, so, like, performing at big places like that. I also performed at the Mullen Center at Umass in front of thousands of people.
Okay.
So,
very familiar.
Yeah. So I've been performing a lot in the area. I've been performing in Boston, New Hampshire.
Greenfield.
Yeah, Greenfield. I performed in Memphis when I was out there. So a lot of performances.
Incredible. Okay, so I kind of want to talk about future plans to kind of wrap things up. What are you hoping to do in like the year, and then what are you hoping to do in 5 years? So like goals.
Okay. Within the next year, I want to find a good management team because right now I'm doing everything on my own.
Yeah, one man army.
Yeah.
One woman army.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely collaborate with other creatives, but I don't really have a solidified team of my own that's like, all right, this is for Shey Rose. We're doing this for Shey Rose.
Yeah.
So I definitely want to solidify a good management team. And while I'm in LA, I just want to get as many performances as I can. Just create more music out there. Because I don't really want to do an album until I'm signed. Because that's my goal, is to be signed. Like
Gotcha.
my 5-year plan, I guess. Definitely want to be signed to a record label. So,
are there any record labels that you see right now that you're like, oh man, I really like what they're doing over there?
I know a few record labels, like Atlantic, Epic, Capitol Records. Kind of leaning. I've been checking them out, and I know like a lot of artists that are signed to these labels. So I've just kind of been comparing them and just seeing what could be my best.
Well, they're all out in LA.
Yes.
So that's where you need to be.
Exactly.
The last thing I wanted to mention was radio.
Yes.
So DJ Michi is somebody who's been showing you a lot of love lately.
Yes.
He's been playing you.
Shout out to DJ Michi. Thank you.
Shout out DJ Michi, definitely. Awesome guy. How did you guys connect, or how do you find your music?
We connected over Instagram actually, and we would just like communicate back and forth just about music. And he's very supportive of local talent, and I just reached out, and he just blessed me and played my music on the radio. And the first time that he did it, like I literally shed tears. I was crying.
Wow.
I was like, to have your music up on a station that you were listening to since you were a little girl.
Yes,
just,
and to be clear, that's Hot 93.7.
Yes.
And that's a station that I've been listening to. Yeah, same. It's been around, super established.
Yes, it's just so surreal. And he just connected me with many opportunities as well, which I'm very appreciative of. And he's definitely a good support in my music video to Awhile, because that's what kind of set off me wanting to do a music video, is because I gave him a list of songs of what he could play on the radio, and he chose Awhile. So I'm like, all right, if this is the one he chose,
that's the one you gotta go
then
with,
this is the one that I want to run with. Yeah. So everybody's been listening to it and they love it, which I don't know. I didn't think it was gonna be a favorite off my EP.
Really?
So
what else do you really like off the EP? I have one in mind actually. I just need to.
My other two are I love Check on Me.
That's it. Check on Me. Yeah. I think Check on Me just has that you can just dance to that. Yeah, exactly.
Yep. And Caution is my other favorite one too. But I love all the songs. I love the features
they're all
too.
Good. Shamrock on the features. Yeah. Talk about Shamrock a little bit.
Shamrock, shout out to Shamrock, and produced by Jordan.
Oh yeah,
Beats.
Jordo. Those are two people I absolutely want to have on this podcast.
Yes.
Shout out to them.
Yes. Those are the two main guys that I worked with on my EP. They're such a great support. They know my vision. They know my sound. Like, I made Caution with Jordan literally in 30 minutes while he was making the beat. And it was just, I don't know, we're just so in sync and we have the same vibe that it just comes organically. So
gotcha.
I'm definitely
So you're going to
appreciative.
keep working with them.
Of course. Like, I want them to come to LA with me so bad. Like, I'm trying to push them to come to LA with me because they're definitely two people that are always going to be on my team no matter what, which I'm very appreciative of. Thank you so much, guys.
Shout out to them. All right. So
Yes.
any last shout outs that you have?
I definitely want to shout out Hetrix too. That's my cousin. He produced one of the songs on my EP. He produced Going Back, which features Drummond. Shout out to Drummond too. Definitely supportive of my music. Shout out to my parents, I guess.
Yeah.
My family.
They've been supportive.
Yes.
That's always so nice and really important.
Especially now that I'm going to be in this city on my own. Definitely going to need that support. So
awesome. Well, this has been the Shey Rose interview, Organized Sound. We're going to link her music below, so definitely check out her EP. And she has her video, Awhile, dropping. Shey, thank you so much for coming, and good luck with everything.
Thank you for having me.
I think things are going to go very well for you.
Thank you.
So